Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com to see how much you could save. Welcome to CBS Sports NBA insider Bill Reiter. Third year of the Elam ending format. LeBron basically calls game. Cleveland, this is for you. What a great ending there, Bill.
Akeem, look, maybe I'm a captive of the moment, but I was telling my kids all night how boring the NBA All-Star Game tends to be, and they looked at me like I was an idiot afterwards, and they should have. That is the best All-Star Game I've ever seen. The shot by LeBron, the effort and the hustle at the end, the defense, Steph Curry doing Steph Curry things again and again and again. What a game.
Indeed. How about LeBron, though, right? I mean, the ball's in his hands. He's in Cleveland. He says, a day before that Cleveland has 3 All-Stars, Darius Garland, Jared Allen, and me, and then he wins it on his old floor. I mean, just talk about, how great that is for LeBron. Look, I'm a Cavaliers fan. You know it. He helped, the city win a championship in 2016, ended a 52-year drought, but what a great thing for him to come back to town and hit a bucket to win it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the rest of his life where LeBron plays or where he lives. Cleveland and that part of the country, Akron and beyond, is home. And you said, I think you referenced it at the start of this conversation. LeBron's never lost in this format. And so the Cleveland thing, the fact that there's a reimagined, obviously, MVP trophy that Steph won, but it's for Kobe Bryant, all the emotion of that, the 75th anniversary and the emotion of that. LeBron James wanted to go out there and impose his will in the place that he really brought greatness to in an NBA sense. And to watch him do it at an age where, I know we're used to Tom Brady and we're used to Federer, we're used to LeBron, but you're not supposed to be able to do that. What LeBron did, single-handedly win the game at the end with all these young Turks out there. Classic LeBron James evening.
Yeah, 37 years old is LeBron. He was starting in his 18th All-Star game, which is absolutely impressive. He'll always be linked to Steph Curry because of their battles on the court, but he's also linked to Steph Curry off the court. As you know, they were born in the same Akron hospital in Ohio because Steph's dad was playing for the Cavaliers, which is still wild to me that Steph and LeBron were born in the same hospital. Steph Curry sets an All-Star game record, 16 three-pointers, finished with 50 points. Easy choice to give him the All-Star game Kobe Bryant MVP. At one point, Bill, he turned his back on knowing his 3 would go down, unlike Nick Young once did in a game.
Yeah, LeBron's familiar with that. The anti-Nick Young move. Look, I mean, one of the things that struck me, Akeem, in watching that 75th anniversary halftime special and all those greats together was then watching Steph and LeBron James play on the same team in a game, in a half, where everybody cared. I mean, for me, and I know this, LeBron's the first or second best player of all time. I think Steph's undoubtedly top 8, top 10, top 12, however you want to put it together. And to watch those guys play together, to watch LeBron win the game and Steph put up a 50-burger and hit 3 after 3 after 3 after 3, and there were circus shots. The one non-3 that he hit was a circus shot. It was a level of greatness. Even if it's an exhibition game, that was worth every ounce of our attention this evening.
Second most points in NBA All-Star Game history behind LeBron's current teammate who's injured, Anthony Davis, who had 52 back in 2017, just a few years ago. He did it there in New Orleans on his home court. All right, so Steph Curry goes for 50, wins Kobe Bryant All-Star Game MVP. LeBron hits the game winner as he wins for the 5th year in a row. Team LeBron victorious once again. News before tip-off, All-Star Chris Paul has a broken right thumb, got injured earlier this week. He'll be reevaluated in 6 to 8 weeks. Bizarre move. CP3 played a couple minutes in the All-Star game. Nothing happened, but Bill, curious as to why he'd even take a chance.
Yeah, the only explanation I can give you is he must obviously, and we saw this from some of the folks who are part of the broadcast on TNT and some of the guys who were interviewed. It was an emotional day for everybody from Kobe Bryant to celebrating those 75. And I would presume, Akeem, that he wanted to be out there. But you and I talked about this earlier when the news broke. This is no small thing, Chris Paul missing some time. The Suns have a pretty sizable lead. They're obviously going to make the playoffs. They're going to be one of the favorites when he comes back. But it was strange to see one of the 3 or 4 most important, valuable, however you want to phrase it, players in the NBA playing in an All-Star game when he's obviously going to miss significant time when we get through this break.
Yeah, could potentially miss the start of the playoffs. Leads the NBA in assists and steals this season. How does this impact the best team in the league as they try to get back to the NBA Finals?
I mean, short term, it's a significant impact. It's like the Sixers losing Joel Embiid, or Giannis Antetokounmpo going down for the next couple months for the Bucks. This is going to be a markedly different Suns team. Obviously, Cam Payne's going to be able to step in. He's coming back from injury, and Devin Booker is an all-star and a star and a top, whatever he is, 25 player. He'll have to step up. It's a deep team. They're going to be good. They're not going to be extraordinary, but if they can keep their heads above water, try to secure as much home court advantage as they can, and we presume he will, and if Chris Paul gets back even mid-April and the postseason begins April 16th, and he's 100% then, they're going to be one of the 2 or 3 top favorites to win the whole thing, but it's obviously not good news.
Chris Paul expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. Suns have a 6.5 game lead on the Warriors in the West. Time now for the Geico 15-second statement. Bill, what's your bold statement going into the second half of the season?
Same one as I think I did a year ago. The Atlanta Hawks, who have a great offense and a terrible defense, are going to figure it out. They're going to actually start playing with some effort. They're going to have a similar renaissance in the second half of this season they did last season. Not only will they make the playoffs, they're going to make another deep run. They win at least one playoff series and maybe more starting in April.
Okay. The Atlanta Hawks, sitting 10th in the Eastern Conference, going to make a run in the second half, according to Bill Reiter, our all-star here on CBS Sports HQ. Bill, thanks. All right, here's a look at the odds to win this season's NBA title. The team with the best record in the NBA is the favorite, followed closely by the second team with the best record in the NBA. So it's Suns and Warriors here. Phoenix enters the second half of the season with a 48-10 record, while Golden State is 42-17. Suns looking to get back to the finals for the second year in a row, win it this time, but again, they'll be without one of their leaders for a while. CP3 out 6 to 8 weeks.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.